Our visit today actually sprung from our participation in the American Breeding Cooperative, which is part of Assistance Dogs International North American group of guide dog and service dog schools that work together to share genetic material and share the information and dogs that we have to try to drive improvement for all service and guide dogs.
We understand the benefit of exchanging lines and information with other service dog schools. We all speak the same language. We know, we understand what it can take to breed and raise and produce a good working dog, so it can be very beneficial to work within the industry as opposed to working locally. Our willingness to support the American Breeding Cooperative, we've been able to liaise with the Guide Dog Foundation and look at reciprocal ways that we can both benefit from our relationships. So you get a really good feel for dog type. I know that sounds very vague, but when you get to observe a dog working through a range of environments and experiences, you get an understanding of how they process the environment, how they recover from being exposed to certain stimuli, and whether that recovery is seeing the dog and then complemented by the staff's knowledge of the dog's background and history and pedigree, then that sort of paints a picture.
This is much less about the skills that the dog has and the behavior that it's learned, and more about trying to capture the dog in its natural state to get an idea of what the core characteristics, the basic characteristics of the dog are, and how that might repeat itself in future generations.
So with the slamming of the rubbish bin lid, the dog had moved past that object, so the sound was following the dog's movement past it, and we would hope with a good quality sound temperament that the dog would not, it may hear the sound and possibly try to locate it, but not be affected negatively by the sound or not lose concentration for a long period of time. With the open stairs, open and closed stairs can affect a dog's confidence. At times closed stairs they're more likely to be comfortable with that. They don't have to look through and look at a change in height. But some dogs can lose confidence on open stairs and lose, I suppose, their steady gait, so they might rush. If the stairs are open, they're feeling a little unsettled, moving up to a higher height or having to look through, and any working dog who increases their speed or tension on a staircase, as you can imagine, is not a very safe thing for a client. Change in surface can give you some background on the sensitivity levels of the dog, whether they have any body sensitivity or sensitivity underfoot, whether emotionally they cope with a change of surface, and again whether they can concentrate, move forward, make decisions when there's a change of surface underfoot, whether they feel sound and capable. And again, a lot of working dog temperament comes down to confidence and the ability to process the environment and make decisions on the move while they're encountering a change. And exposure to animals, exposure to dogs. I mean, your average working dog on the street will encounter lots of different animals, dogs, cats, birds, as they move through the environment, and they've got to, again, be able to ignore that strong distraction and make decisions and keep moving forward in a compliant, well-managed sort of way while still navigating the environment. So it's all of these aspects of temperament testing is a very condensed snapshot of what they might encounter out on the street anyway.